Jiminy Christmas. What we have here is Hillary Clinton part deuce. Remember when she would go to little auditoriums because almost nobody would show up? And she'd bring behind her the little bleacher section. So it would look when they had the cameras on, they're, CNN's playing it. Oh my God, there's tons of people. There's bleachers filled with people. No, there's just a few people behind her in bleachers, and they have a very small stage that they have to walk on. They can't go past this point and this point. I'm going to try to hit little Guns N' Roses on this. Stand by. Okay, let me get to the song. I shed a liberal tear 'cause I'm missing you. I'm still alright to smile. Hillary, small crowd, I miss you since you've been gone. Or since you've been away. Shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you. Still alright to smile. Small crowd, I miss you. Way. One of my number one bands, Guns N' Roses. How am I freaking the lyrics here? But boy, do I got something for you. Blue wave! Blue wave! You see what I see? Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? A small auditorium with a few people on stage. Once again, they've got this bring along. They probably borrowed it. It's probably in a Democratic stronghold somewhere. And whoever needs it at the time, they just bring it. Oh, Hillary, you're running for president, you take it. Oh, Gillum, we need you in governor of Florida bad. You take it. Yeah, the latest polls show Gillum's up about 15%, John. 15%? Yeah, 15%. I mean, this is early voting right now. That's a significant lead. The polls are telling us he's got this one in the bag. There's a few hundred people here just like Hillary. Except he's on stage, as you can see him at the podium. And they've got the same bullcrap porta bleachers behind him. With how many people there? 30? And over here, where my mouse is, that's over here. Far left screen, where the cameras, CNN's going to be filming. They're going to be zoomed in to him. Hey, Gillum, do not move off that podium. Don't walk to the left and don't walk to the right. Because if you do, our cameras are going to have to follow you. And they're going to see that there's bleachers behind you that are very small. And we've been faking it. Trying to fake it until we make it like we always do. This is the turnout of the Democratic Party. While Donald Trump isn't even running for office, he's already president. He's just giving speeches with some of these guys that he supports. And they have to, shutting the doors, guys, there's 30,000 people inside, 20,000 of you outside. That's all right, we'll hang out here and have a good time. And they stick around. Tens of thousands inside and 10 to 20 sometimes. 1,000 outside. Sometimes it's a few thousand because most of the people were able to get in. Against this, I'm telling Frank at work today, Monday. He's like, man, the polls show he's up. Dude, Frank. Dude. They're... Yeah, I know. Oh, God, I just don't want that guy to win. Frank, nobody's going to these guys. Well, it looked like he had a lot of people in line at some place. Frank, you're watching the fake news. Not that he watches it, but he sees it and then, oh. Frank, this is for you. This one's for you, Frank. This is the best the Democrats can do. Donald Trump is selling out stadiums that have never been sold out before to where each seat has been sold. Sold out. The very definition. And they're in an effing auditorium somewhere tiny. So a few hundred people could show up. Can you see how they are rigging the living crap out of everything you see? They want you to turn on CNN because you can see this right now. This is a still picture. Or you can watch CNN or MSNBC or any of those clown shows, supposedly news shows. And the difference is if you had this live watching this and the TV, you'd say, oh my God, it really looks like there's a lot of people there. And you have to ask yourself, why wouldn't they at least just do like a little round the building show of, how many people are there? Because they want the illusion. They want you to accept their illusion that there's a ton of people and a ton of supporters when there's hardly any supporters. Yeah, you know a friend or two at work that are liberal loonies. Yeah, you do. But the rest of your job isn't. And the people in the streets that you're running into, most of them aren't either. There's one or two wackadoodles. That's it. But they want to make you think there's a whole bunch of them. And you're outnumbered. Don't even go to the poll. Don't even go vote. Sit down. Don't do early voting, okay? Don't do early voting. And don't go and vote on November 6th. Don't even waste your time because this guy's up 15%. He's up 15%. And Mr. DeSantis? There's one or two people more showing up at his rallies than this. A lot more. I thought... Yeah, and this is the Joe Biden, yeah. They title this over Godlike Productions. Joe Biden rally for Andrew Gillum today. Look at the huge crowd. So one thing I did, I said, well, there's a Twitter here. Wonder what this is. So I clicked on it. Well, you are blocked from following Addicted to Driving and viewing Addicted to Driving's tweets. What? I must have replied to some lunatic thread this guy was on somewhere in Twitter land. And he must have blocked me. That's okay. I'll just open up Internet Explorer without being logged in and look at what I've got to look at here. A determined Florida Dem who votes. I was a Republican until George W. Bush invaded Iraq for WMDs. It made no sense, and I began researching. I have never voted for an R or Republican since. Oh, this is her talking. My husband and I campaigned for Hillary Rodham Clinton in 2016. If this former Alabama girl could see the light, I'm sure this circus admin is creating a lot of lifelong D's, Democrats. Well, I applaud her for seeing that crap that George Bush was doing. I applaud her for that, absolutely. Because she's right. But you didn't dig deep enough. You settled, I'll just vote the other way. I can't trust that party, I'll vote the other way. But what you failed to realize is that they're all on the same team over there. George Bush, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, obviously, Papa Bush from the 90s, all of them. Trump is the only one. Take the Republican sign away from him, it means meaningless. The man himself, he's not part of that club, as we've seen. Yeah, Bill Nelson is honest, wonderful self. No, Bill Nelson is a career politician that needs to go bye-bye. A determined Florida Dem who votes. Yes, well, guess what? I'm not a determined Republican that's going to vote. I'm just going to vote. I don't need to be determined. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. Along with a whole bunch of other people that are going to show you guys a red wave. We're going to break records in voting history and every kind of history you can imagine related to this kind of stuff. Politics. That picture I just showed you of that little auditorium is about as big as the blue wave's going to be. And the red wave I've been telling you about for months now that will destroy that blue wave is like we're seeing now with Donald Trump and all these other guys where he shows up. Tens of thousands going there. We are going to wipe the floor with the Democrats. I know it's been painfully slow. It seems it's only been 2 years. It's only been 2 years, people, since Trump has been the president, become the president. Give him some time to handle the business he needs to handle in order to take out the criminals at the top. He has to dismantle everybody they put in power, the courts, the judges, all these people that were appointed, who he has dirt on all of them. He's got them all. Like Hugh said, we have it all. People are stupid. I believe they have it all. And Trump is picking that one off, and then once they get enough out of the way, and he starts putting his guys, which are patriots, in there, that's when the charges come. That's when the ankle bracelets get put on. That's when we might, maybe, start to hear about some military tribunals or something. And what if he goes after some of the richest people on the face of the earth, part of the pedophile party, let's say, club, and due to our laws, we are going to confiscate all of your wealth, all of the mansions you've had across the planet, all of the wealth that you've created illegally, and you're using it for pedophile. Oh, you broke the rule under subsection C. Subsection C, military tribunal. Sorry about your luck. Have a nice day. Oh, and we're going to use it for tax purposes in this country because we got a lot of debt. So we thank the filthy rich. I'm talking the 1%ers, way beyond the 1%ers, like the 0.1%ers. You know, the Rockefeller people, the Rothschild kind of people, the Soros kind of person. He's on his death, practically on his deathbed, waiting. I want to see the New World Order. I'm not going to make it. Oh, God. Yeah, not only that, you're never too old enough to get charged criminally and go to prison. War criminal. Grab his ass. Grab him by the... Take care.